Hello friends, in today's video we're going to be changing the spark plugs and the coil packs on this Audi RS3. This particular model is 2015. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the standard coil packs off the car, off the engine, and we're going to put the high performance ones instead. So to start off with, we're going to remove the cover. There we go. So that's the cover out of the way. Right, so the location for the coil packs are here, 1 2 3 4. Right, so just going to undo these four 10mm nuts to free the harness, this harness here, four of them. So the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna slide in the 13mm spanner underneath, and then just gonna hold it against this stud here, and just going to undo the nut. So that's number one nut out of the way. So without these connectors here, we won't be able to pull the coil pack rail out. Okay, just gonna do the same again here. Just gonna wedge in the 13mm spanner underneath. Just gonna hold it here, and then just gonna so it's either that, or you can have a slim 10mm spanner which can lock the bolt underneath, so that you can take this top nut off. And so that's the second nut. So just gonna undo the third one now. Again, gonna do the same again. Just gonna wedge it in from under, and that's gonna just going to lock it. There we go. And the fourth one. Just gonna hold it. And so that's the fourth nut out of the way. So now we're gonna remove these connectors one by one. This one here, and this one. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to press this clip here and slide the harness for the coil pack one by one. So that's the number 4 out. Number 3 is got the broken clip. Number 2, there we go, and number 1. There we go. So that's all the connectors. There we go. So just going to undo these clips like this. There we go. Undo this cover here. There we go. So we're gonna remove these there we go. So now we're gonna open these connectors. There we go. So that's the connectors fully off the coil packs. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use a 10mm socket to undo individual coil pack. So just gonna take the bolts off. So that's number one. That's number two. There we go. That's number three. And this is number four. Right, so just gonna pull out each coil pack. There we go. That's number one. Number two. Yes, wiggle it and it pulls out. Number three. And number four. There we go. That's number four. Coil pack out of the way. Right. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change the glow plugs. So we are using NGK Racing Competition make. So the part number is R74389. We're going to use a 16mm thin wall socket with the built-in magnet to take the spark plugs out. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all the spark plugs out first. So this is number one. This is number two. There we go. Number three. The condition looks really bad. Looks to me like they haven't been changed for a couple of years. The third one. And the fourth here. There we go, that's number four spark plug. Right, there we go. So just gonna insert the spark plugs one by one. So just gonna hand tighten it to start off with, and then we're gonna torque it up. Number two. There we go. As I mentioned, I'm gonna hand tighten them first. There we go. That's number two. Inserted. That's number three. Number three spark plug. There we go. And number fourth. So now we're just gonna torque them up one by one. There we go, that's good enough. Just gonna torque up number 2. That's good enough. Number 3. And number 4. Perfect. There we go, friends. That's all the spark plugs nicely torqued up. Right, so now that we have fitted the spark plugs, just gonna show you the high performance coil packs which we're gonna fit. There we go. I'm just gonna insert it one by one. There we go. That's one. That's number 2. Number 3. And number 4th. Okay, old ones and the new ones. That's the 4th coil pack inserted in. There we go, that's good enough. That's good enough. The 3rd one. And the 4th one. That's good enough. Right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna fit the connectors back in. So that's number 1. That's number 2. Number 3. There we go. And number 4. So now we're gonna secure these clips. There we go. That's all the connectors nicely in place. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to secure these harnesses here. The the top ones. Just gonna place it in here like that. So just gonna screw this second one, the third one goes here, and the fourth one. So just gonna torque it up. There we go, that's good enough. Not too much. Same here on number 2. So just gonna torque up the third one and then the fourth one. There we go. Perfect. All nice and secured. Right, so the last thing is to put the engine cover. This is how the cover goes back on. There we go, friends. That's the new coil packs and the spark plugs been fitted on this Audi RS3 2015 model. Thank you very much for watching the video.